finishing stool making, we make many different varieties with dry wood and with seasoned wood. This one's made just from seasoned pine. It's been shaped with a draw knife for the legs, been shaped in the top here with spoke shape. It's all just been done by hand. It's in the rough form at the moment, but we've got this issue here. When we put the legs through here, drive the wedges in, let the glue dry, we need to cut them off flush. The best saw to do this with is a flush cut saw. I want to show you how that works. But first of all, how I used to always do it was like this. I would use a tenon saw. To reduce the amount of planing, we want to get as close to the bottom as possible. The problem with that is the set on the teeth, which pushes them out this way, means you can scratch this debilio here, and it just means there's more sanding to do. Unless you're pretty good with a saw and you can just cut all the way through without touching this about 1 mil away. So it's just so much easier, rather than working on cutting it this way, to come in with a flush cut saw. I'll show you how. The reason I'm going to use a flush cut saw is because it will do a flush cut. So how does that work? Basically, there's no set in the teeth. It's also super thin, so it will be able to bend, so I can get in there without having any parts of the saw body getting in the way. So to aid this process, I'm just going to make sure it stays nice and flat and go back and forth. So sometimes you might find if it's not staying flush, and I took my fingers off there for a little bit, and having the fingers on it helps to keep it down. The saw will follow the path of least resistance very often. So just to correct that, because it's starting to ride up a little bit, I'm just going to come in from the other side, and that'll sort it out. Keeping my fingers on there just to help make sure that it's going to stay flush. So there it is, a little bit of planing at the end to get rid of the saw marks off the top, clean it all up. But the flush cut saw just reduced the amount of planing I needed to do and got me right in there nicely. It's a very useful tool to have in the workshop. If you'd like to have a look at the tools that we've been using today, you'll find them on the links below. You can also come in and see us at Timbecon in either Melbourne or Perth. Other than that, there's plenty more videos where this one came from. See you again.